This afternoon, local state attorney Monique Worrell is warning drivers who have the need for speed.
Florida has a new law addressing super speeders who pose a high risk to themselves and other drivers. West 2's Greg Fox is live in Orlando. Greg, the top prosecutor is not messing around. She says her office will prosecute to the fullest.
That's right, and she says they're already getting on to some of those cases that have resulted from drivers being stopped for going more than 100 miles an hour, and that's just since the law took effect last month. And it's also worth noting that Monique Worrell held her news conference here on the shores of Lake Underhill, right there by the 408, where in 2021 a man speeding in a sports car ended one life in a crash, and that driver is facing sentencing, possibly 9 years in prison, soon after being convicted last month. Monique Worrell, the Circuit 9 state attorney for Orange and Osceola Counties, held a news conference this morning to emphasize that her office is committed to prosecuting and convicting drivers who create a public safety hazard by their excessive speeding and reckless driving. Just since the law was passed, we've seen a number of instances where local troopers, deputies, and officers have pulled people over for so-called super speeding. Under the new law, penalties are elevated and can include jail time and hefty fines.
This law is a critical step toward saving lives, addressing the dangerous rise in reckless driving on our roads. Our office is committed to working hand in hand with law enforcement to make sure drivers who put others at risk face real consequences.
The super speeder law allows criminal charges for drivers traveling more than 50 miles per hour over the posted speed limit and for exceeding 100 miles per hour in any case. The penalties look like this. For a first offense, the maximum punishment is 30 days in jail or a $500 fine or both. Second and subsequent offenses could land you 90 days in jail or a $1,000 fine or both. And if a second offense happens within 5 years, you'll face a 180-day suspension of your driver's license. We're going to continue to bring you more information on this story beginning today on West 2 News First at 4, and of course online at wesh.com. Covering Orange County, live in Orlando, Greg Fox, West 2 News.